Okay, so this is to help. This is still a video to help people work through the project. First, let's take a look at the project. What the project is. It's the Facebook project. So gathering data, which you guys have done, and then here's the part that people might be having trouble with. They have it in Excel, but you need to do. You need to find the mean and standard deviation for each sample, and you also need to make a frequency table and histogram. And then lastly, finding the inference, the confidence interval. So let's go ahead and go through that. First off, if you go to last class, I gave you guys some Excel commands. Mean, which makes it really easy to find the mean of something. Standard deviation, actually, because it's a sample, it really should be stdev.s. And then confidence, which will help you find your E, which basically you add or subtract from your mean to give you your confidence interval range. Your upper bound and your lower bound down in here. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to our data. We have it here. Here are our friends, our number of friends that our friends have. So I'll put in number of friends that our friends have. And there are 40 entries of these. If you go down, and you have to kind of actually arrow down to give yourself some space. I don't like to put it right at the bottom because I might get confused with the data. So I go down a couple and then do an equal sign and then type in sum, S-U-M, and look how it gives you this little option here. Just double click on that and it automatically gives you this little parentheses, left parentheses. If it doesn't, then you can just type in S-U-M and then put in the parentheses. And then grab the range. So click on the first one and then just hold down your left key, left click, and then drag all the way up and grab your whole data. Not the friends, just up to the data. And then you go back down, down below, and see how the numbers are in there. Then you need to close the parentheses and hit enter. And that will give you the sum of your data. Actually, what we really want is our mean. So I'm going to go back through and do this again, and I'm going to do equals, mean. You have to type equals, or else it won't work, because that tells it it's a formula and not just you typing in letters or words. Mean, M-E-A-N. Oh, actually, it's average. Sorry. Average. Double click on average, and then grab your data. If you don't want to, you know your data. Your data, if you go to the one above, let me hit escape here so I get out of there. Anytime you have a problem, just hit escape, or you can also do this undo button up here and it'll undo whatever you last did. This will undo, it's like your best friend, this undo and escape. Alright, so I'm going to go up here and I'm going to take a look at the ranges. The range, if we look up here in this key right there, that tells you what's the formula that's actually in that spot, and you'll see it's equals sum B2 to colon, that colon means 2, B2 to B41. So I can go down here now and I can type in equals average, because average is how we do means, parentheses, it's sort of the, the non-statistical person's word for mean is average. And we'll go A2, actually I think it should be capitalized, A2, we'll do A2, and then colon A41. So it tells it, oh, I don't want A, I want B. Do you guys see how it picked the thing I told it to, mean or average? Average. If I do A1 colon A41, see how it grabs this little blue triangle over here, which is not what we want. We really want B's. So I'm going to go back in here. I'll just click right in there and type in a B instead. And I'll kind of arrow over and make that a B also. I'll go back up here, close my parentheses, hit enter, and now I have the average for this data in here, which is what I want. Now, the last thing we want is standard deviation. So do the same thing. Equals stdev, and we want sample, so it's .s. stdev.s. Double click on that. Put in, what is it, A2 colon A41. Nope, B2 colon B41, and it shows me in blue what I'm picking, so that's nice. Enter, and we're good. Over here you have to label it though. And I would do sum of x, and I would do mean, and then I would do standard deviation, stdev. Great. Do the same thing over here for the age. Go down. I'm just going to put in my mean and my standard deviation. So equals mean, colon, and I think this is in B, yep, same thing, B2 to B41. Now if you accidentally type in if you accidentally type in B1 to B41, it's going to give you some error, I think. See how it says no name? Because you've picked something that isn't a number. So go back, if you look at here, go back up to this top up here and you can edit it right there and make that B2. And it will show you, it shows you in blue what you've picked. So you can even, drag up and see, oh yeah, I've picked the right thing. And now, hit enter, and ooh, didn't like it still. Mean B2 to B41. Oh, maybe because do I have a little no? Maybe because it's not capitalized. That could be. Try that. Mean. I'm not sure. Equals mean. Oh, average. Okay. Grr. Yeah, that should work now. Oops. Good. Perfect. And then standard deviation equals stdev s, and then B2 to colon B41. Enter. Don't forget the parentheses at the end. It may not like if you leave out the parentheses. Let's see what happens. Oh, no, I guess it puts it in automatically. Okay, great. So now you have that. That's the first part, right? So if we go back to the Facebook project, that's this part, the mean and standard deviations. Now you need to make a frequency table and draw histograms. Okay, minimum of 5 classes. Okay, so let's see. Our ages go from, looks like 81. It's my dad. Down to 1, my friend's baby. So 1 to 81. I could do 9 classes. It's a lot, kind of. I think it might be easier. So maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do 1 to 91. 1 to 10. Whoops. And if you do that, just might put in date. So if you put a little colon, like this, or apostrophe like that, and then do 1 to 10, then it won't do that. Colon 11 to 20. What if I do 21 to 30? Like that, okay? Yep. Alright, so as long as you don't have a date option, as long as it's not a possible date, it'll go fine. 41 to 50, 51 to 60, 61 to 70, 71 to 80, and okay, so here's the thing, at the end, I don't have anyone else who's above 70. I'm going to have a bunch of people. So at the very end or the very beginning, you could just do what we call an open-ended. So I could just do 71 and up, and that'd be okay. Or I could have done, 20 and below, since I only have like one person who's in that range and like one person who's in this range. And then you got to count your data. Just go through and count how many you have in each spot. And you should make sure it adds up to 40, or else you've done something wrong. From there, I think, and I'm just gonna make up data. You need to count it, but I'm not gonna waste your time with me doing this while you're watching. 10 and what's my sum so far? Equals sum. These guys. 46, I've got too many already, so let's say 2 there, 3 there, 12 there, and 10 there. How's it sound? It's a little too symmetric. That's all right. Okay, so now you have your data. This is your kind of your ranges, right? Your labels, sort of, in a way. Age range. and then this is actually your frequency. And what you want to do is you want to grab this data, just the data. You can leave out this part here if you like, and go to Insert, and then go to Column, and pick just a regular 2D column, just like this, that first one there. That's fine, and it'll actually make a histogram for you. So you're all good. See how if you include this part here, it'll put those numbers in along the bottom. So you want to grab that also, and then it puts the numbers that go with their top. And you could just delete that if you like. That's fine. But yeah, that's all I kind of need. Is I need a histogram for each one. If you want to make pretty labels, it's great. If not, I'm fine with that. This is good. Same thing for the next one, for the range here. Here we have 1445, and then goes down to like 92, I guess, 59. So 1449, you can either go every 200, you can go like, you might want to go 1 to 199, or sorry, 1 to 200, 201 to 400. You could go 401 to 600, 601 to 800. So you could do it like that, or if you want, you could go over 250. You could do that. 1 to 250, 251 to 500, 501 to 750, 751 to 1000, 1001 to 1250, 1251 to 1500. So you can do either one of those. It doesn't matter which one you prefer. This one only you have a few more classes, right? 801 to 1000, to 1250. Oh, sorry, to 1200. So again, just go back to it in this top box up here. You can edit it. 1200, 1201 to 1400, and 1401 to 1600. So this one has more classes over here, but it might be easier for you to count because you can just look at the ones that are like basically 200s and 200s up to 200s and 300s. Or if you want to do that, I guess you could even go 0 to 199 because that might be easier. Then you can go 200 to 399. Then you can just look at the the 200s and 300s and 400 to 599. But you get the picture. You can do either one of those. Whatever works best for you. So either of those options are great. I think that might be the easiest. There we go. So yeah, so just pick something that works nicely and go with it. And then you got to count them all up. That's the hard part, is going through all these things on the side here and counting how many go in each section, in each class. And so that's the hard part. I'm just going to make up numbers because again, I don't want you guys to sit here while I count. That's ridiculous waste of your time and not very useful. So let's see what that is. Equals sum. Let's shoot out here. We'll go out of there. 3. Perfect. Okay, good. And again, grab just the data you want, which is your labels over here, and their numbers here, their frequency, and then go to Insert, Column, and there we go. Perfect. Nice, easy, simple. Maybe delete that, and then it's beautiful. The last thing you want to do is a confidence interval for each one. That's actually not that hard. Seems like it should be tough, right? But it really isn't. So over here we're going to do, we'll do it over here. We'll do confidence interval. We'll do error bound. And then we'll do upper limit. Oops, escape. I don't know how I got there. Escape again, best friend. Lower limit, and upper limit. Now I'm going to want, okay, well, I'll show you guys that in a minute. Okay, so equals, error bound is actually really nice. There's this, go back to the thing I gave you, if you just type in confidence, and then that will give it to you. That will give you your error bound. And you would need to put in your alpha, which for a 95% confidence interval, which is what you guys need to find, the alpha is 1 minus that, so it's 0.05, if you look over here. And then put in whatever your standard deviation is, and then put in your n. Your n is how many things you have, in this case 40. We have 40 people, 40 data points. So we'll go back over here, confidence, and it'll actually tell you, if you type in confidence, see how it, just pick the regular one, that's fine. I think you guys a regular one. And see how it tells you, it says it wants the alpha, it wants the standard deviation, it wants the size. I think I can put in 5% for my alpha, comma, standard deviation. And you know what? You can either put in what the standard deviation is, which is 359.58.17, or you can just click on that one, because in case you've made a mistake and you need to change something later, then when that number changes, it'll change. And then comma, see how it put in the address of this over here, and it highlights it in blue, comma, size is 40. Close your parentheses, hit enter, and that gives you your error bound. Now see how this has cut off the words? If you want to make it so you can see all the words, which would be great, go up to the top up here and see how, if I move this around, this will pick the whole column, which I don't want to do. But if you move over a little bit more, it'll get to a spot where it gives you this little kind of divider thing. Left click on it and drag that wider, and then all of a sudden you have space, and it's made this column wider, and now you can see all your words. Over here, I'm going to put in a formula. I'm going to put equals, and I want my lower limit, which is going to be my mean, this guy over here. Click on that, minus, whoops, not equals, minus my error bound, which is this one up here. So I'm going to click on that, and you see how that puts it in green. So you can see, oh, this one's in green, that one's in blue, they're different. Hit your equal sign, and there you have your lower limit. Upper limit equals, don't forget your equal sign or it won't do it, it'll give you trouble, equals, actually for this one, since they're, you probably are okay, I'm going to backspace and get out of that because I don't want it. I think I can just hit the mean, no I can't, equals, because that's to know that I want to pick something. So yeah, equals this plus my error bound up here, enter. And there I have it, and you are done. That's all you need to do, is just that. So not that hard. Seems difficult, I know, but Excel makes it so easy because you have all these wonderful commands at your fingertips, literally. Confidence, I'm going to do error bound, and I'm going to lower limit, upper limit. Again, I'm going to widen this column up here to make it so I can seize it all. Oops, widen it. Oh, bound. I should type it correctly, I guess. Okay, and then over here I'm going to put in equals, confidence. Click on confidence. Double click on confidence. Put in alpha 0.05, comma standard deviation. Click on that. Comma size 40. Close my parentheses. Enter. Lower limit equals my mean, click on that, minus my error bound, click on that. And don't forget, if you want to do multiplies, you have to use the asterisk key. You have to use this key here. You can't use an X or something else. And then for my upper limit, I'm going to do equals my mean plus my error bound equals. And I'm done. That's all you need to do for this project. You'll get full points for it if you do this, and you'll be all set. Okay, that's it. Just go ahead and then up here you file and you'd save it, save as, and then type in something useful like project 2 and your name, and then save it and then email it to me. Okay, that is it. Have a good day.